Beckett.
After wrestling his way away from the grasp of Matthew Taylor, Jimmy Shane looking to right the ship on his career, looking to forge his own path. And what a way to do that if you can come out with a victory in this matchup on this afternoon at this showcase event.
It's so great. The music, the headband, the fun-loving attitude of Jimmy Shane being back in full force here in Victory Championship Wrestling. But like you said, you know, this field is wide, full of competitors looking to come out on top.
The mighty might that thinks he's a man, the lethal leprechaun, the Thunderbird, Jake Ely, somehow looking more and more unruly and unkempt every time we see him.
Jake Ely is one flew over the cuckoo's nest, Goofy. R.P. McMurphy would be right in there with Jake Ely. This guy is not all there. He's got a screw loose. He's a little eccentric, as we say.
The lump of coal at the end of the rainbow.
Jake Ely, once a part of the Deplorables.
Literally thinks he's about 9 feet tall.
But the question is, you know, can he finally get a bit of momentum in the ranks of VCW going? You know, a win like this would do that, but it's you know, a tough field for someone as small as Jake Ely.
Gentlemen, we saw the Mountain Man, Paulie Kilpis, punch a few people in the mouth. This man, Lowrider, is a standout in the Lone Star Stadium, and you have some roots there. I'm going to let you tell our audience about Lowrider.
I am very familiar with Lowrider. High impact aerial assassin. A lot of people in the Texas area and also down even further down south in Mexico know Lowrider for the things that he can do in that ring, the way he can dive through the air. I think back, you know, he's a very long series of rivalry and some fantastic matches with the likes of a Sammy Guevara kind of came up around the same time. And it's great to have Lowrider here in West Virginia. And the field will continue to grow more and more, competitor after competitor.
There's only 3 of the competitors in this match.
The calm before the storm, gentlemen. Hey, Tiny Tim.
It's a little bit confusing. This is our first time seeing Misery here in a VCW ring, coming from Slaughter Beach, and
it's an intimidating force, you can already tell.
For sure, a bit of an otherworldly being.
You can feel a chill in the air because things just got a little more dangerous.
Very,
Jake
very
Ely
tall.
trying to shield himself from Misery.
Well, if we're gonna have a monster's ball, we need a monster.
And speaking of monsters,
not just one monster. Misery Meat Company. This is Kongo Kong.
One of the most dangerous, fearsome competitors that have stepped through a Victory Championship Wrestling ring. Last time we saw them was handpicked by Patrick Hayes to pick apart Wilbur Whitlock, and that was done for a reason.
And this is an experience.
It's a monster's ball, maybe a monster of a woman about to make her way down.
You get a beating. You get a beating. You get a beating. That's what you win at the door prize of the Super Oprah show. Super Oprah has been a special attraction here in VCW, has gone toe-to-toe with some of the biggest and the baddest. We've seen Oprah against Beastman. We've seen Oprah against Madman Fulton. This is our first time seeing, oh no.
And Super Oprah maybe wanted to get acquainted with George Ross.
And I gotta say, you know, you wanted my fashion advice earlier. I'm gonna give it to you now. I think Oprah had everybody beat from that last contest.
Oprah knows how to wear a dress better than the Crew of Blood. Not necessarily a revelatory statement, but
Super Oprah has it going on.
we are being told that we originally anticipated that this would be a Monsters Ball of 6, but we are adding an extra member to the fight.
Again, just messing with our run sheets tonight. I think you're right, Jason, with this whole power imbalance in VCW. Like, what can we expect?
That is...
Hey, I know this guy, Kung Fu Kurt.
Tell us a little bit about Kung Fu Kurt.
Well, he's a big fan of Nickelodeon, as you can tell, and he does have a high pedigree in the martial arts, so it's going to be a completely different dynamic to this Monsters Ball matchup.
Also making his first appearance here in VCW, Kung Fu Kurt looking to add a little bit of bam pow to this matchup.
I think Super Oprah's going to add a little Kung Pao.
No, finish that sentence, please.
Please
Nope.
don't. Oh, we are really supersizing this match.
Just getting bigger and bigger as the field grows.
Someone completely misunderstood that Morgan Spurlock documentary because
Again, more competitors just unloading themselves out into the ringside. I mean, I guess they heard Monsters Ball and they said, hey, the more the merrier.
open invitation to the dance,
Hey, man,
CFR.
Heyman, you just sit down. I don't want you to get any ideas to try to join
No.
this matchup.
You know, you kind of... How'd you know what I was thinking? Yeah, I want to get in there with Super Oprah, with Kongo Kong, with this array.
With Kung Fu Kurt.
A lot of new faces here.
And one more to round things out. Why not?
Are we sure it's one more?
No?
He said final. I'm going to take his word at it and say it's final. Oh, wait a second. You know what, in fairness, this was worth the wait. Marcus Scott back here in Victory Championship Wrestling.
The last time we saw Marcus Scott, he battled it out against Mason Crane. And what an athlete.
6'9" and oh so fine. The velvet voice of Marcus Scott. He is a multi-talented entertainer.
A chef as well.
Yeah, a singer.
Look at him, look. Unintimidated by Misery there. Oh, wait a second.
And Super Oprah is delicious, gentlemen. She is delicious.
Marcus Scott is the epitome of status. Super confident. This is
Oprah likey.
Oprah hitting the high notes.
Size differential in this match is going to go to Marcus Scott, the tallest competitor. Super Oprah, wow, Super Oprah is really
Some things illustrate themselves, Jason.
Yeah, doing a lot of work there. Look at the abs on that man, Marcus Scott.
That's an 8-pack.
So firm, you could grate cheese on them. He would like a microphone. Marcus Scott is here to perform many of his talents. Professional wrestling is one, and singing is another. So I think we might be about to get a little bit of a serenade by 6'9" and oh so fine. Well, sometimes you can soothe the Savage Beast, and sometimes you can't. Kongo Kong bringing this to a head. This is the Monsters Vault. This is going to be chaotic. This is going to be wild. Lowrider immediately trying to take it to Misery, and that is a tactic.
That is a choice, and Lowrider feeling the worst effects of that choice possible. Jake Ely, you can see on the outside there with a chair. Like you said, no disqualifications, no rules. This match ends anywhere in this building.
Maybe the smartest member of this match so far. Got to note that Marcus Scott, all 6'9", just got hurled over the ropes by Kongo Kong, and now Jimmy Shane, someone thankfully throwing him an equalizer, because Jimmy Shane does not compare size-wise to any of those men that he was in the ring with.
And an elbow by Jimmy Shane would take down a normal competitor, but not Misery here.
Scott taking it to Jake Ely on the outside. We're going to try and follow the action here. Big swing and a miss.
Oh man!
I think Jimmy Shane's nose just got rearranged.
Some Mike Myers-esque intensity there by Misery.
Oh, Oprah! Whoa!
What the hell do you call that, Eamon?
Super Oprah with unconventional offense.
Very well said, Jason.
I am a.
You know that nerve hold that Kincaid did earlier? Same difference. It's fine.
Are you sure about that? Wait a minute, Oprah's.
I think there's nerves there.
Oprah's.
Oh, wait.
I'll take your word for it. It's weather.
See that lightens him up a little bit more. Oh, what? What the hell is going on here?
Misery.
I'm done.
Misery is not a fan of fun and games, clearly, and the ring is cleared. Of course, you would think that this would benefit Misery, but that's not true. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match, so anyone... You can hear from Matt Vandrak literally telling our fans that if the action comes to them, they better get out of the way, because people could get hurt. This is a dangerous situation here for sure. We were saying, like, you'd think in a regular contest, right now Kongo Kong would have the advantage being in the ring, but
this is the furthest thing away from a regular contest I've ever seen, and I just called a handicap evening gown match, so think about the ground that...
Wild anniversary event here for Victory Championship Wrestling. Anywhere and everything is legal right now, as we see Kongo Kong searching for some plunder.
Lowrider getting taken over the rail.
CFR looking to make the most of his debut here as tables are being pulled out. Those bleachers also are hard plastic, guys.
Lowrider had CFR.
There is no give in those bleachers. We're in the midst of the fans.
Oh! The edge of those bleachers. What was that?
That's trash. That was trash.
Don't speak about Super Oprah like that.
Well, that was
The pectoral muscles of Super Oprah. I believe that's what we saw flying out. Well, look out, Low Rider takes out Oprah.
Lowrider showing off some of that high-flying style, hard landing. There's no give on that basketball floor. Table being set up in the ring, and the two biggest men in this match, Misery and Marcus Scott. I'm sorry, Kongo Kong and Marcus Scott.
I think is that his shoe? Yes, that's his shoe.
That size 17 that Marcus Scott likes to hit people with, and Jimmy Shane realizing that perhaps that's confidence. He's got his own face covering his bits.
Somehow better than the Captain Crunch from earlier.
I know, because Marcus Scott's in tremendous shape. That's a...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Marcus Scott reeling.
Kung Fu Kurt
Not exactly.
taking a kapow to right to himself.
Not exactly Ruthez versus Vern
Oh,
Gagne.
look out, look out!
You don't often see Kongo Kong falling from the sky, but that is a death from above. Pants around his ankles, one shoe off. This is a wild Sunday afternoon.
And somehow that's the least of his worries.
Somehow this isn't the first time this has happened to Marcus Scott.
Even today.
Man knows how to have a good time.
Super Oprah.
Speaking of having a good time, Super Oprah is here to have fun. Kongo Kong, Super Oprah, face off. It's only been 5 minutes, everyone. All of that has happened in the span of 5 minutes. Time is a flat circle.
This is a collision.
This is Beauty and the Beast.
Which is which?
Oh no, Lowrider coming in.
Lowrider really looking to make an impact. The highest flyer in this match. Very different than all of the other competitors. Springboard up. Takes out Super Oprah. Kongo Kong able to catch himself on the railing.
And that's the only way I think you can wipe out two competitors as large as Super Oprah and Kongo Kong.
In case you were wondering, Marcus Scott still has not been able to pull up his pants.
Oh man. Lowrider with a chair shot to Jimmy Shane.
Lowrider has really been making the most of his minutes here. A lot of impressive offense, and when you looked at the field, you wouldn't have assumed that Lowrider would be the one who was doing the most damage, but right now he's the only wrestler still on his feet.
And another table, Lowrider looking to put into the playing field, so to speak.
We have seen one table demolished so far. Over or under on how many tables get destroyed in this match.
Ooh!
Kongo Kong smashed into that ring post. Kung Fu Kurt saved his life.
Super Oprah, big headbutt. Rocking Lowrider there.
And it is very possible that Lowrider is about to get hoisted on his own petard.
Oh no. All of Super Oprah coming charging. Oh!
A demolition derby here in McMecken, West Virginia. Lowrider was however many years old he was at the time of death.
Yeah, it's past its mileage. Lowrider is just wiped out here.
I think Lowrider needs a new transmission or something after that one.
Kung Fu Kurt still trying his best.
No, but keep an eye on Misery like a horror movie.
Well, the horror movie is right in front of him. The Black Manther is taking everything that Kung Fu Kurt has to offer. But you're right, Misery right behind.
I was going to say, Kurt, yeah, let him go. Let him go.
The chase is on.
Kongo Kong, the savage that he is.
Stalking his prey.
And Kung Fu Kurt is huffing it.
And into the waiting arms of Jimmy Shane, assist into Misery. And basically Jimmy Shane directing traffic to his advantage.
Now Jimmy Shane, ooh.
The hits that just don't miss.
2 for the price of 1 here.
Jab and Kung Fu and Misery. What does Jimmy Shane have in store?
Big clothesline taking down both Kurt and Misery there.
Not sure who has it worse for wear, Jim. The person who landed on the hard floor, the person who landed on the even harder chairs.
I'm just stunned at what we're seeing. This is some of the wildest action around a wrestling ring I've ever seen.
Oh, wait,
And
Kongo Kong.
let's be clear, around a wrestling ring. Not in a wrestling ring, around a wrestling ring. And CFR being yanked by his pigtails.
Oh, Jimmy Shane now. Oh, God.
Almost looked like he was going for a Scorpion death drop.
Has anyone had their eye on Jake Ely?
No, I haven't seen the Thunderbird in a while.
Might have flown the coop.
I mean, if he's smart, he's halfway back home. Live to fight another day. Marcus Scott's pants are back on, everyone. I know you've been keeping track. Marcus Scott's pants are back on.
And I bet Super Oprah is not too happy. Oprah now going to trade shots here on Kongo Kong.
Slugfest between Super Oprah and Kongo Kong, and the headbutt knocking the Supreme One down.
That headbutt's like a battery ram.
This is Falls Count Anywhere. To my knowledge, no one has attempted the pinfall yet. Wait, you asked, did anyone see Jake Ely? I saw him hiding in the crow's nest. The Mighty Might has found a vantage from which to watch the carnage instead of participate.
The coward that Jake Ely is.
Okay, listen.
What?
In this case, I don't think that's cowardice. I think that's strategy. Have you been paying attention to what's going on? Get the heck out of Dodge. He's got a basketball.
What the hell?
Hey, listen, if you could dodge a ball, maybe you could dodge a pinfall. Flapping his wings is the mighty Thunderbird. Finally, Jake Ely is as tall as he is claimed to be. For the first time in Jake Ely's life, he is actually the size of a giant.
That is what we call overcompensation.
Okay, look out.
A mass of humanity is lowrider. Wait a second.
Oh,
Good Lord. Jake Ely is just unloading furniture from above. The sky is falling. Jake Ely is Chicken Little.
Ely's in the balcony.
He's the Thunderbird. No, he's going to fly.
He's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. My goodness.
Jake Ely is alive. Jake Ely's a free bird. He's flying high.
The Mighty Might has taken down an entire field at the Monsters Ball. He is the belle of the ball right now. And right now, Jake Ely has an opportunity to take it.
Look at that muscle up CFR. No, CFR able to get out big and security.
Can you imagine these two, probably the slightest competitors in this match, this mass of humanity, if these two were able to, well, there's Misery.
And CFR doesn't see him.
First pinning attempt in this match, only one, and Misery playing defense, leaving his opponent catatonic.
Planting CFR there. Laying waste. And now Lowrider now back in.
Lowrider has shown he has no fear whatsoever, no sense of self-preservation.
Misery. Talk about a monster's ball. He definitely has monster tendencies. So clear-eyed, so focused.
Real life horror movie right now. We're gonna find out whether or not Lowrider can be the final girl.
Able to take down Misery. Very impressive by Lowrider, being one of the smallest competitors, taking it in this way. Big rolling elbow there.
Bang, pow, kabam. Kung Fu Kurt is in the chat.
Kurt now. Oh, God, drills Lowrider right in the back of the head.
In comes Oprah, look out.
In comes Oprah indeed.
Oh, big boot. Rocking Kung Fu Kurt.
Super Oprah, so agile.
Oh, man.
Marcus Scott with that size 17.
Oh, man, right across the face of Super Oprah.
That shoe is a weapon, and now Marcus Scott wrestling in socks. That is legitimately extremely dangerous.
You get a
There's
splinter.
no
There's tables bits in the ring.
There's no grip. There's no grip on his footwear. There's no grip in the ring. Slipping and sliding.
No way, no way!
Superplex.
6'9", oh so fine and dangerous as all heck. This is still anyone's game.
Jimmy Shane now has a ring to himself. The field is cleared. Kung Fu Kurt.
First to his feet may not be a good thing in this case. Kung Fu Kurt is about to be a victim
Big spear!
of the shameless one. Jake Ely,
Oh, elbow drop onto Jimmy Shane.
for the second time, flying high.
Ely was a kamikaze,
And Ely gets it!
All the props in the world to Jake Ely.
he did it! I can't believe it, he did it!
He might not have been the toughest or the baddest, but he was the smartest.
Death-defying daredevil Jake Ely. Not a thing we thought we would say, but the Thunderbird shook the heavens. Today, the Leprechaun became a man. I mean, Jake Ely just won a monstrous ball against some of the heaviest hitters this region has to offer.
Guys, that was one of the most chaotic, most violent, most intense matches I have ever seen here in Victory Championship Wrestling. And keep in mind, we still have 2 cage matches to come here tonight.
It has been a wild ride, to say the least, here at Victory Is Ours, our anniversary show. 2 full years of Victory Championship Wrestling. Hashtag VCW Victory Is Ours on IndyWrestling.us. And as Aiden said,